Well, the dreams of us completing a invincible season have been completely squashed because unfortunately we have lost one game. Hello, welcome to Club 5 Part 20 of the Globe Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our second leg against AC Monaco in the round of 16. And obviously, should we get through, we get past Monaco, which we should do, hopefully, we will play our second leg in the quarter final. But form since the last episode has been, by and large, fairly decent. So obviously, we did beat Bochum 4-0 in the quarterfinal, which does set us up nicely with Nuremberg in the semi-final. So that's the Bundesliga 2 side. So we are going to go through to the final of that competition. We have unfortunately lost our first game of the season. That was against FC Cologne. We had chances galore to get the equaliser, but just couldn't put the ball into the back of the net. So we have lost our first game this season, but hopefully that's the only loss this season. I'm hoping that's the case. But apart from that, we have been very, very good. And this is the league table heading into the final 10 league games of the season. We do still sit top of the league at the moment. I doubt we're going to drop down anytime soon. We are 16 points clear with a game in hand. So I think that game in hand is against Dortmund. So should we win that game, we could potentially go 19 points, 19 points clear by the end of today's episode. We could be that much further. That is absolutely insane. The league will be wrapped up by the time of the next episode, I reckon. I'm obviously not going to show it to you because I know we're going to win the league. But let's get into our second leg against Monaco. We did win the first leg 2-1. So hopefully a nice, easy second leg. Hopefully. But it's only a 1-goal lead. So it could go horribly wrong from here. So I think the lineup will be Tadara in goal. A back four of Ibanez, Haristov, Rambosa, and Dino. Kramashi. I'm not convinced by Kramashi. So we are going to play Marin and Gavin in the midfield. Then we've got Bergkamp on the right, Stenzel in the middle, Barzan on the left, then Hain up front. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully get a pretty simple win. Hopefully without conceding too many goals. But as long as we get the win by at least one or more goals, that should be fairly comfortable. We just have to win or draw. That's also fine, but definitely do not want to lose this game. Obviously, if Monaco get at least one goal or win the game by one goal, it will go to extra time. But if they get 2 goals, that's they're not. I don't think they're going to win this game because we have got a first goal of the game. It's a beautiful corner from Bergkamp, I think it was, who took the corner. And a great header from Haristov. And we are 1-0 up against Monaco. 3-1 up on aggregate. That settles us down nicely. That's the 2-goal lead that we were looking for. Hopefully we had headed into this leg. But unfortunately did concede that first goal in the first leg. But I think we'll be fine from now. I doubt we're going to make too many major defensive errors to allow Monaco back into it. If we can get a second goal here, that will be very nice. Marin, lovely ball over to Bergkamp. That's a poor control, but he wins the ball back, and Stenzel does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 4-1 on aggregate, 2-0 on the night. That is absolutely superb. Dare I say it, we're through on goal again, are we? This could be the third goal, and this should probably wrap up the tie, I reckon. I know we're only 20 minutes into the game, but realistically, I don't see Monaco getting 4. Well, that was close. I still don't see them getting like 3 or 4 goals this game, which we do have a corner, which Barzan is going to whip in. That's a near post. Was it near post? Was it in the middle of the area? I'm not really sure where he was aiming, but it was a threatening cross, but nobody connected with it. If Haristov found his head onto that, it would have been a goal. And it would have been a great goal because Haristov, when he headers it, quite usually it sort of is on target or it's near the goal and probably usually ends up in a goal. Come on, lads. We've got a couple minutes left of the first half, Monaco have not got going at all. I tell you what, most teams that come to our stadium, they are scared because this stadium is a fortress. When we play well, nobody beats us here, and nobody has, thankfully. Stenzel scores. That is 3-0, 5-1 on aggregate. That is pretty much the game done and dusted. I know we've still got one half of football left to play. I honestly cannot see Monaco making a comeback. I really can't. Marin, yeah, it's well and truly, yeah, done and dusted now. I want to say the 3 points are wrapped up, but there's no points in this game. But we are going to go through to the quarterfinals, and we're going to do it with style. We're going to do it with another half of football left to play. I want 10 goals over these two legs. So another 4 goals in the second half. That would be absolutely spectacular. So with I'd say a decent effort for Monaco, but it wasn't really testing Dodaro in goal. And thankfully, we go into the second half with a 5-goal advantage, which I doubt Monaco are going to get 5 goals, but I'd be careful what I say, just in case the game does hear me and has a little mind of its own, which I don't think it will do, but you never know. You can never trust the AI in these sort of situations. Dino, head is clear, only as far as the Monaco player, and he does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 4-1, 6-2 on aggregate. They still need 4 more goals to send it to extra time, which I don't think is going to happen. And as a result of that, we are going to start resting a few of our key players. Parzan is going to make way for Saraceno. Bagnes off for Fort. I think that would be it for now. I think probably end up getting off Rambosa near the end of the match. He's not tiring yet, but I'm sure he will. If not, we will just get off one of the 2 centre-backs and probably one of the midfielders. Rich Gavi is going to make way for Kramashi, and Haristov is going to come off for Diomande. We've got 10 minutes left to play. I think Monaco are pretty much just playing for pride at this point, because they are not going to make the comeback. They might get at least 1 more goal. Saraceno with a good effort. I think he might have been better just taking it towards the goal line and just crossing it in from there. Then hopefully that might have been a 5th goal. Stenzel does get that 5th goal. That's his 24th goal of the season. I think that might be his hat-trick, I want to say. Yes, hat-trick for Stenzel. That's absolutely superb. Are we going to get another goal? We do have a highlight, which we've got 90 seconds left to play. Can we get 1 more goal? Stenzel is going to have a shot. He does. He's just wide of the post. Very, very unlucky, but it's a good win. A solid win. If we play like that for the other rounds still to come, I think we're going to win this competition this year, hopefully. I want to win the Champions League this year, because we've been so good this year. I think it's coming. I just don't know when and where. It might be with Bayern Munich, might be with some other team, but hopefully it's with Bayern Munich, because we are performing so well. Right, on to the quarterfinal draw. So before we do commence with the Champions League quarterfinal and semi-final draws, we do have a couple more results to tell you about. So one of them being a 7-0 win over Hoffenheim, then a 0-0 draw against Dortmund, which is always a good result, because I don't think we played particularly well that game, only registering 5 shots, 1 on target, and Dortmund well and truly battered us in terms of stats. I'm always happy to get a 0-0 draw against Dortmund. Obviously, if we had won, that would have been even better, but this is the points gap so far, 17 with 8 to go. I suspect the title might be wrapped up before we play our second leg, whoever that may be against. Let's find out who we play in the quarterfinal. I'm hoping, I want Porto or Leipzig might be fun. I think Porto is a dead certain semi-final spot. I think Man City, that would be fun, Man City. But I don't. I'm glad we've avoided them. Barcelona versus Leipzig. Right, this is who we want. Porto. Come on, draw out Bayern Munich. Get in there. Semi-finals, here we come. Thank you, De Stegen. Who have you played for? You're German. Doing the German hopefuls good. Who did De Stegen play for? Did he actually ever play for Bayern Munich? I don't think he did. Let's take a look. Did he play for no? Mönchengladbach. Didn't realise that. Didn't realise that. Right. Should we get through against Porto, we will face not Man City or Barcelona. We will face either Real Madrid or Inter Milan. Is that? No. Christ, we couldn't get a Milan team 2 seasons in a row. Obviously, last season we had AC Milan. Obviously, lost out to them. This season we could potentially face Inter Milan. And AC Milan beat Real Madrid last season. Inter Milan could beat Real Madrid. Oh my god, that could be absolutely unbelievable. So I think we'll probably we will probably end up coming back for the second leg. I think we will just do the second leg. I don't think there's any point showing you the Leipzig game because the title is very much wrapped up. Then obviously, if we do win the title between now and the second leg, I obviously will let you know. But let's just hope the title's wrapped up before we play our second leg against Porto. So before we do play our second leg against Porto, let's go through our most recent results, starting with a 3-3 draw against Augsburg. I'm not going to lie to you, between this game, the second leg and pretty much for most of the episode today, we have been sort of managing a little bit of an injury crisis, but thankfully we are returning to a pretty much a fully strength squad. So obviously, started off with a 3-3 draw against Augsburg, a 2-2 draw against Leipzig, which I will take any day of the week, considering we were 1-0 down at one point, but unfortunately conceded a late-minute equaliser. Then we did beat Porto 3-2 in the first leg, which in the game we were actually 2-0 down, but thankfully we clawed back an impressive comeback to win that first leg 3-2, which is always good. And we just recently beat Werder Bremen 5-0, and that was the title-winning match. And we have that. We're doing it in style. We've still got 5 games left to go. Dortmund, yeah, they're not good. Leipzig, I mean, I did say when we beat them earlier on in the season, that was their downfall. That was the beginning of their downfall. I didn't actually mean it, but I didn't think it was going to be the beginning of their downfall. And it was. They might not even finish inside the top 4. That's how bad they have been. They've lost 8 games. 8 games. We've only lost 1. We've drawn 4, but we've not lost 8 games this year. That's not like Leipzig at all. But that is absolutely fantastic. But let's get into this second leg against Porto, where the winner will face either Inter Milan or Real Madrid, where their first leg finished 1-1. So I have no idea who we're going to face. I'm hoping it's Inter Milan, but let's see who the FM gods give us at the end of this game. So the lineup will be Tadaro in goal, a back 4 of Ibanez, Arista, Rambosa and Dino, Gary and Kramashi in the midfield. We've got Bergkamp on the right, Warner in the middle, Barzan on the left, then Hayne up front. Do we play Kramashi? Soren is fine. Marin, we play Marin because, as far as I'm concerned, Kramashi is literally a backup because he's not as good as Gary in the deep line playmaker role, and he's certainly not a Mazzana. He's definitely just a backup playmaker, in my opinion. And we probably, if the unthinkable does happen and we don't win the Champions League this year, I think Kramashi is probably on his way out. I think he is getting on a bit. He's getting close to retirement. He is mid-30s, 33, 34. So I think we probably do look to ship him out because we have been given our budgets. And I'm not a spoiler alert. They're not. They're not great. They've not been great for the past few seasons, but this season they've only given us 17 million. So I think if we don't win the Champions League this year, I think we've got to go job hunting in the summer. I think and that's the point of at where we are now, because the budgets are just going to get smaller and smaller each year. The more, or unless we get a takeover by some miracle, which I don't think is going to happen. But at the moment, I'm seriously considering just leaving Bayern Munich at the end of the season if we don't win the Champions League, because the budgets, I can't really work with them. The squad, I'm actually quite pleased with. Bergkamp, Warner hits the post. If we had got a goal there, that would have been absolutely amazing. We've got 4 minutes left of the first half. Still goalless, but we do still need 3-2 on aggregate. Ibanez whips in the cross. If he had gone down, that might have been a penalty. Bergkamp has got the ball, and he does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0, 4-2 on aggregate. That's the 2-goal advantage. Well, not restored, because we never had a 2-goal advantage, but we've got one now, and that is very good. Leading into the second half. Could we possibly get a late goal in this first half? That would be absolutely fantastic if we could get one, but we might not. Heading this through, I think he's offside. I think he might be offside, but I'm hoping he might have just about stayed on. Is it going to count? No, goal has been disallowed. I think he was, I don't think it was that tight at all. Was it tight? No, not really. No, by a country mile, he was off. So it's never going to count anyway. But I think a very positive first half. Hopefully a few more goals to come in this second half. Porto, similar to Monaco in the previous round, they haven't really played well at all. Obviously, we are at home, which is very good. I prefer to have the home leg at the second leg at home, which is always a good sign. Marin has got the ball. Do we go on the counter attack? We don't. Dino had the ball, but the highlight does peter out. We've got half an hour left to play. Hayne is getting a bit tired. We are going to bring on Fabio Lopez. Warner hasn't played well at all, so we are going to get on Soren. Stenzel, I'm not sure if you're fit to play, so we will just leave you on the bench for now. I think that'll be the only 2 substitutions we'll do for now. Obviously, we will make some more nearer the end of the match should we need to. Bergkamp is tiring, so I think probably get him off. Probably just get him off now, because I don't see Porto getting another 2 goals to tie the game. Is Thiago actually fit to come on? I need to check this. Thiago is not fit to come on. Zenzo is. Hayne has already come off. I'm not sure who actually can come on for you. Let's put Barsan out onto the right, and we will get on Samusinho. And I think we will also get off Marin for... We'll just get on Kramashi. He can have a little run around for the last 15 minutes of the game. This has been a fairly, I'd say, a quiet second leg. Not like the first leg, where it's been goals, well, not like the previous round, it's goals galore, but we're just about doing enough to see ourselves into the Champions League semi-final. Porto do have a throw. I doubt they're going to get a goal back, but you never know. I doubt they're going to get 2 goals, but they might get 1 goal back, but they do lose the ball, and Soren plays the ball to Lopez. He's got space to run into. Just take it into the corner. Now cross it. Yes, well done, Lopez, and a great finish from Soren to put the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0, 5-2 on aggregate, and there we have it. We are through to our second successive Champions League semi-final, but the big question is, who will we be playing against? I'm praying Inter Milan. And it is Inter Milan we get. We are going to be coming up against our old striker, Steve Bedard, in the Champions League semi-final. Ah, this is lovely. You love to see it. You really do. Arteta loses against former club. Who does Arteta manage or play for? He lost against Barcelona. Wow. Terrific. That is absolutely beautiful. Did he ever play for Bayern Munich? I don't think he ever did. No, he played for Rangers though. Did not know that. Certainly did not know that at the time, but you know, stuff every day. Wow. Second successive Champions League semi-final against a different Milan team as well. That is absolutely amazing. I think this has got to be the year we get to the semi-final. In terms of league matches, I'm not going to bother showing you anymore. So I will see you all in the next episode for both legs in our Champions League semi-final against Inter Milan. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.